In this video, I will explore adult learning principles, andragogy versus pedagogy, and how instructional system designers can apply educational theories to create e-learning. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Alisa, an experienced instructional system designer. Just a reminder that this information is from my experiences and may work or not work in your situation. If you are new here, welcome and please subscribe. And if you have been supporting my channel, thank you very much for all of your support. Part 1. Andragogy versus Pedagogy. As an instructional system designer, you need to understand the difference between pedagogy and andragogy. Pedagogy is the method of teaching children, while andragogy is the method of teaching adults. Adults have different learning needs and experiences than children, so it's important to use andragogy principle in your e-learning designs. Pedagogy refers to the theory and practice of teaching and education. Pedagogy is focused on teaching children and assumes that learners are dependent on the teacher for knowledge and guidance. It encompasses a broad range of activities and approaches used by educators to facilitate learning and development in individuals. Pedagogy includes both the methods used to transfer knowledge and skills to learners, as well as the theories and principles that guide those methods. Pedagogical approaches can vary widely depending on the educational context, subject matter, and the learner's needs and interests. Effective pedagogy is often characterized by engaging and interactive instruction, learner-centered approaches, and focus on critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Andragogy, on the other hand, is focused on teaching adults and assumes that learners are more self-directed and autonomous. Andragogical approaches often involve more collaborative and experiential learning with an emphasis on problem-solving and critical thinking. Adult learners may also bring more life experience and prior knowledge to the learning experience, which can inform and enrich the learning process. Andragogy is a theory of adult learning that was developed by educator Malcolm Knowles in the 1960s. The term andragogy comes from the Greek words andros, meaning man, and agogos, meaning leading, and it refers to the art and science of leading adult learners. Knowles proposed that adults have unique characteristics and needs as learners can differ from those of children. He believed that adults are self-directed learners who want to take an active role in their learning process, and that they learn best when they are motivated by internal factors such as personal growth or career advancements. He also argued that adults have a wealth of life experiences and knowledge that can be used as resources in the learning process. According to Knowles, the principle of andragogy include adults need to know why they are learning something. Experience, including mistakes, provides the basis for learning activities. Adults are more interested in learning subjects that have immediate relevance to their job or personal life. Adults need to be involved in the planning and evaluation of their instruction. Adult learning is problem-centered rather than content-oriented. Adults value respect and want to be treated as capable and responsible individuals. What is adult learning principles? Adult learning principles are a set of guidelines that describe how adults learn best. These principles are based on research in adult education or andragogy and are designed to help educators or instruction systems designers create effective learning environments for adult learners. Some of the key principles of adult learning include self-directed learning, prior experience, relevance, active learning, problem-solving, and respect. By understanding and applying these principles, you can create effective learning experiences that meet the unique needs and motivation of adult learners. Let's discuss each of the adult learning principles along with examples of how educational theories can be applied and how an instructional system designer can use them when designing and developing e-learning. Principle number 1, self-directed learning. Adults are often motivated to learn by their own interests and goals. Therefore, they are more likely to be engaged and learn effectively when they have some control over their learning process. The self-directed learning principle is rooted in the constructivist theory of learning, which suggests that learners actively construct their own knowledge based on their experiences and prior knowledge. An e-learning course on digital marketing for professionals, for example, can incorporate a constructivist approach by allowing learners to explore the topics that interest them the most. An instructional system designer can then use problem-based learning activities and group discussion to encourage learners to build their own understanding of digital marketing concepts and apply them to real-world scenarios. The second principle is prior knowledge. Adults bring a wealth of life experience and prior knowledge to the learning experience. Instructional system designers should build on this knowledge and help learners make connections between new information and their existing knowledge. The prior experience principle is rooted in the cognitive theory of learning, which suggests that learners actively process and interpret new information based on their existing knowledge and mental models. An e-learning course on project management for experienced managers, for example, can incorporate a cognitive approach by using scenarios and case study that reflect the learner's experiences and challenges. An instructional system designer can use scaffolding techniques to help learners connect new information with their prior knowledge and provide opportunities for reflections and feedback. The third principle is relevance. Adults are more likely to learn and retain information when they can see how it applies to their life or work. The relevance principle is rooted in the adult learning theory, which suggests that adults are motivated to learn when they see the relevance of new information to their life and work. An e-learning course on customer service for frontline employees, for example, can incorporate an andragogical approach by using real-world scenarios and examples that are relevant to the learner's daily work. An instructional system designer can then use problem-solving activities and simulation to help learners apply new skills and knowledge to their work. The fourth principle is active learning. Adults learn best when they are actively engaged in the learning process. This may involve hands-on activity, group work, and other interactive experiences. The active learning principle is rooted in the experiential learning theory, which suggests that learning is most effective when learners actively engage with the new information and apply it to real-world situations. An e-learning course on leadership skills for new managers can incorporate an experiential approach by using group activities and simulation that simulate real-world leadership challenges. An instructional system designer can use reflective activities and debriefing sessions to help learners integrate their new knowledge and skill into their leadership practice. The fifth principle is problem solving. Adults are often motivated to learn because they want to solve a problem or overcome a challenge. Instructional system designers should create opportunities for learners to apply new knowledge and skills to real-world problems. The problem-solving principle is rooted in the cognitive theory of learning, which suggests that learners learn best when they are actively engaged in solving problems and applying new information to real-world situations. An e-learning course on data analysis for analysts, for example, can incorporate a problem-based learning approach by using case studies and data sets that reflect the learner's work. An instructional system designer can then use feedback and guidance to help learners develop their analytical skills and apply them to the more complex problem. The last principle is respect. Adults want to be treated with respect and dignity. Instructional system designers should create a supportive and non-judgmental learning environment that value learners' experiences and perspective. The respect principle is rooted in the humanistic theory of learning, which suggests that learning is most effective when learners feel valued, respected, and supported. An e-learning course on workplace diversity and inclusion for all employees, for example, can incorporate a humanistic approach by creating a learning environment that values diversity and promotes mutual respect. An instructional system designer can then use storytelling and personal reflections to help learners understand and empathize with different perspectives and provide opportunities for dialogue and feedback. There you have it, 6 adult learning principles that you can apply when you are designing and developing your own e-learning course. Which principles have you used before? Please share your story in the comment section below. If you haven't used any of these principles before, I hope this video might give you some insights on how you can use adult learning principles and educational theories to create engaging, effective, and relevant e-learning experiences that meet the unique needs and motivation of adult learners. By incorporating constructivist, cognitive, and andragogical approaches, as well as experiential problem-based and humanistic learning strategies, you can create e-learning experiences that help learners achieve their goals and advance their careers. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date on all my e-learning content. See you in the next video. Take care.